Barbara Glanz, certified speaking professional, Hall of Fame speaker, and legend of the speaking profession, spreads her contagious enthusiasm all over the world.
From now on, whenever you have a meeting in your workplace, I want you, and by the way, it can be a meeting in your school, your home, your community, but especially in your workplace. Ask if you can start that meeting with 3 minutes of good news. 3 minutes of good news. Just ask anyone in the meeting to share any good thing that's happened in their family, in their community, on the job, in the world. Folks, I have clients now all over the world who are starting every meeting with 3 minutes of good news. What do you think they're telling me about their meetings? What would you guess? They're more positive, they're more productive. People are coming on time because they don't want to miss the 3 minutes of good news. And what do you think they're telling me is the hardest thing they have to do? Stop it at 3 minutes, exactly.
Every HR professional and meeting planner know that when weighing the big decision to hire a professional speaker for a conference, choosing the right one is so important because it can ensure a successful and memorable experience. That's exactly why HR and meeting specialists from all around the world hire International Hall of Fame speaker and author Barbara Glanz. She delivers moving keynotes, compelling workshops, and engaging training sessions to help organizations improve morale, increase employee retention, and strengthen the customer service experience, all while helping her clients' employees rediscover passion and joy in their work and lives.
It was interesting. She really connected on a personal level. She told some stories, but she gave us some information that we can take back to our employees, to our workplace, to really use every day.
I thought she was absolutely amazing, very inspiring. I really liked her. I enjoyed it.
I recently was in the Charlotte airport, and I walked into the ladies' washroom there, and the attendant there had a big smile on her face, and she said to me, "Welcome to Valerie's Happy Restroom." And then she said, "If you be happy, you'll pee happy." She looked at me, she said, "You know, you've got a lot of stuff. You get the VIP section," which was the handicap stall. Every person left that restroom with a big smile on their faces. And so when I finished, I came out and I said, "Valerie, you know, I speak all over the world on creating workplaces of joy. May I tell your story?" And she stopped, she stood up real tall, she said, "Well, I already have 4 videos on YouTube." So if you Google Valerie's Happy Restroom, you will get to see her in action. But the last thing she said to me was, "If you can't have fun at work, then just stay home." And isn't that true? If you can't have fun at work, then just stay home. So customer service, I have 2 beliefs about customer service. First one is, I don't think you can ever mandate customer service. Do you agree with that? I don't think you can make anybody give good service. It's got to come from the inside out. It's got to come from the heart. My master's degree is in adult learning. We know that you do not get behavior change from here. You only get it when you reach people at a heart level. One of the things I want you to leave today, being more appreciative people, focusing on what's going right in your life, instead of focusing always on what's going wrong, what's going right in our world, what's going right in your family.
The message that Barbara gives is so inspiring. Even those who are hardened in the heart can find a way to open it and to know that they're important and that everyone that they meet are important.
Barbara is going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records as the first speaker on record to speak on all 7 continents and in all 50 states. She's trusted by top international companies such as Disney, Hallmark, Hilton Hotels, Nordstrom, Kaiser Permanente, Chick-fil-A, and Southwest Airlines, among so many others. Meetings and Conventions magazine voted her one of the best keynote presenters, and she's been one of the top speakers at SHRM's International Convention for many years. She's the author of 12 books, including The Simple Truths of Service, inspired by Johnny the Bagger, which she co-authored with Dr. Ken Blanchard, who is one of the most influential leadership experts in the world.
Well, this is a story that happened a number of years ago when I first started speaking. And actually, it's the story that Ken and I wrote the book about, The Simple Truths of Service, inspired by Johnny the Bagger. And there have been 2 movies made of it. One is a 16-minute dramatization, and then another shorter one. But it's a story of hope, and kindness is a beginning. And so you'll see that in the story. So I had been asked to speak to 3,000 employees of a large grocery store chain. And they brought everybody, the baggers, the cashiers, the produce people, the meat packers, everybody. And I love when I get to do that because I'm speaking to the whole company, so everybody leaves with the same message on the same page. One of the things I said to them is, what could you do to add your personal signature to your work? What could you do, whatever your job is, to make the customer feel special? And I gave them a bunch of ideas. Well, I give my home phone number to every audience in the world. Never had a bad experience. And about 2 months after I'd spoken, I had a call. And the person on the line told me that his name was Johnny and that he was a bagger in one of the stores. And he also told me he was a person of Down syndrome. And he said, "Barbara, I liked what you said." And he said he went home that night. He said, "I got an idea." And he asked his dad if he would help him. And he decided every night when he goes home to find a thought for the day. And then his dad helps him. They print it out 6 times on a page. He prints out 50 pages every night, cuts them out, signs his name on the back. And the next day, for every person's groceries he bags, he puts a thought for the day in the bag. Now, I had tears. Well, about a month later, the store manager called me. He said, "Barbara, you won't believe what happened this morning." He said, "When I went out on the floor at 9:30 this morning, the line at Johnny's checkout was 3 times longer than any other line." He said, "I went ballistic. I was yelling, 'Get more people out there, get more lanes open.'" And he said, the customers said, no, we want to be in Johnny's lane. We want the thought for the day."
Barbara and I got a chance to work on a book together around Johnny the Bagger, her really signature story. And that book with also a DVD has, 5 million people have been impacted by Johnny the Bagger and the whole concept of really taking care of customers. And I don't know of anybody who cares more about people and her audiences and everybody she works with than Barbara Glanz. So you're in for a great treat.
Contact us now to hire Barbara Glanz to spread her contagious enthusiasm in your organization.